And at the other forward, number 40, Mary Walker West. West is averaging 2.7 points a game. So once again for the Lady Knights, it'll be Hamilton, Avilés, Reynolds, Long, and West. As we said on the air, Lexington Catholic averaging 22 points per game offensively. On defense, giving up 42.3. Now for the Harrison County Fillies, likewise 1-3 on the year. And a guard, a 5'6" senior, number 21, Keely Custard. Custard is Harrison County's leading scorer at 13.8 points per contest. At the other guard, Kaylee Banks. Banks, a 5'5" sophomore who wears the number 25. She's averaging 4.8 points a game. At one of the forwards is Naomi Farrar-Laws. Farrar-Laws, a 5'8" sophomore who wears the number 20. She's averaging 4.5 points a game. At the other forward, Lauren Hicks. Hicks, the defensive specialist for this team, wears the number 30. She's a 5'6" senior and is averaging a half a point a game. And in the middle, the 6'2" junior, number 4, Alyssa Williams. Williams averaging an even 3 points per game. So once again for the Fillies, will be Custard, Banks, Farrar-Laws, Hicks, and Williams. Harrison County averaging 39.5 points per game on offense, but on defense, giving up just 39.3. So there are your starters for tonight's game. While we have a second, let's send it back to the station to Pastor Ted Beam from the First Methodist Church with tonight's pregame prayer.
Let's pray. Our Father in heaven, we thank you for your incredible love and grace to us. We thank you for your faithfulness. We thank you for how you've revealed yourself to us. You haven't left us to our imaginations, but you have come. You've sent Jesus to come and live among us and die on our behalf and rise again, and we are so grateful. We do lift up the teams to you tonight as they gather for this wonderful competition. Will you pour out your Spirit on them? You help them to play and to play well, even better than they've ever played before. You protect them from injuries. We ask you to guide them, guide the coaches, guide the officials, and you help this evening that they will learn a lot tonight about fair play, about sportsmanship, about those lessons that will carry them through life. We are so grateful to you. Will you bless this time this evening? Protect them all from injuries. We offer them to you in Jesus' name. Amen. Thank you. My name's Ted Beam, the pastor of First Methodist Church in Cynthiana at the corner of Pike Street and Church Street. I hope you come worship with us this coming Sunday at 11 a.m.
All right, let's take a look at the history of this rivalry between Harrison County and Lexington Catholic. It's not a big rivalry. This was just the 9th time the two teams have gotten together. Lexington Catholic has won 7 of the previous 8. This will be the 4th time the two teams have gotten together here on the Hilltop, with Catholic winning all 3 of the previous games. And the last time that Harrison County and Lexington Catholic played each other was back in December of 2019, when the Lady Knights invaded the Hilltop and went back to Lexington with a 66-59 victory. So there's your look at the rivalry between Harrison County and Lexington Catholic. The Fillies hoping to get their first win of the series here at home tonight. Other things to talk about, the Fillies will be back in action tomorrow morning as it ends up, as they're trying to beat the weather. We were supposed to play Beechwood tomorrow at both 12 and 1:30. That's been pushed back to try to get everything done before the snow comes. So tomorrow the games will actually be at 10, that's the JV game, and at 11:30, which is the varsity game. Fillies will be back in action on Tuesday as well, as they'll travel to Fleming County. Meanwhile, the Thoroughbreds 0-4 on the year. On Monday, they'll head to Augusta for a game against the Panthers. That'll just be one game, just a varsity game, one game at 6 o'clock at Augusta on Monday. On Tuesday, the guys will return home to host Bluegrass United. And then on Friday, we'll make a trip up to Northern Kentucky to play at Calvary Christian. The boys wrestling team tomorrow will be at Ryle High School for the Raider Rumble, while our girls wrestling team, who had to go all the way down to Hazard last weekend, take the long trip to Central Hart for a matchup tomorrow. The bowling team tomorrow will be involved in a Kingpin tournament over at Louisville. On Monday, they'll be playing at Danville. The archery team tomorrow is at Ann Mason at Williamstown. And the cheer team was supposed to have had their state competition today, but the snows and bad roads canceled that or postponed it till January. All right, right now the Air Force Junior ROTC of Harrison County presenting the colors. We'll have the national anthem as well, after which we'll take a break and then come back for the tip-off of tonight's game between Harrison County and Lexington Catholic. But right now, let's bring you our Star Spangled Banner.
Feed your farm with Southern States Co-op in.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne.
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Alrighty, back here at the Hilltop, the starting five for Lexington Catholic being introduced to the crowd here, while now the starting quintet for Harrison County also getting their name called prior to this event. It's just a sparse crowd on hand, but still kind of iffy weather-wise out there, and also kind of coolish. Plus, it's the Christmas season, and with less than 2 weeks until the big day, I'd say there's a lot of people out there still hunting for those last-second little prizes and gifts. Hopefully you'll find what you're looking for, and keep us on the air where you can listen while you're in and out of the stores at the mall. You can turn on the radio and find out how the Fillies are doing against Lexington Catholic. Tomorrow, Beechwood will be the opponent for the Fillies. Beechwood 2-2 on the year, so another challenge for our girls. And we'll just see how it goes. We'll have all the action on the air. Once again, at Beechwood tomorrow, the times have been changed. To the JV game will now be at 10, and the varsity game will be at 11:30. So now we're about ready to go. Jumping center for Harrison County will be for our Laws. On the opposite side of the midcourt stripe, Adley Long for Lexington Catholic. Both teams come into tonight's game with a record of 1-3. The prize, though, not just a win, but a chance to advance to the semifinals of the Class 2A Section 5 regional tournament. Now we're ready to go. Ball's up, and the tap controlled by Catholic. With the basketball is Avilés. Avilés throws the ball away as she was trying to find Reynolds over on the far side, but Reynolds had already left her position. So an inauspicious start to the game for Catholic. Bringing the ball up the floor will be Custard. Custard crosses the timeline. Now between the circles. Passes to the right side on a bounce to Banks. Banks a skip pass to Laws on the other side. Farrar Laws drives, cut off on the baseline though. She'll skip a pass up top to Banks. Banks lobs the ball underneath the basket to Hicks. Her shot a little short, no good. And on the rebound, we'll have a foul on Williams. That'll be Williams' first personal foul. No score, we're just underway here. Up the floor with the basketball come the Lady Knights. Here's a pass down on the baseline, and Reynolds will get the ball in the corner to her teammate West. West, a bounce pass back to Reynolds. Reynolds spins, puts one eye off the glass, no good, and on the rebound is Harrison County. Here's a long three from the corner, no good this time by Banks. And on the offside, the rebound pulled down by Lexington Catholic. In the front court, West with the basketball. Lobs it to a wing, now in the corner. Looking to maybe shoot it, but turning it down was long. Then she'll throw it right to Williams, who is standing between her and the basket. Into the front court come the Fillies. Oh, and we got a travel on Lauren Hicks. That'll be the first turnover of the game for Harrison County. Still no score. We've played just over a minute. Across the timeline comes Avalez. Avalez to the left side. Got it to Hamilton. Hamilton inside the arc, goes to the block. Backs up. Puts one up off the rim. No good. Rebound on the floor. Bodies hitting the floor. And Banks will reach in and rip it away. Up the floor. Banks into the front court. Hands it off this time to Farrar Laws. Back up top to Banks for a three. Off to the right. Rebound, though, is going to be brought in by Hicks. She'll get it back to Custard on the wing. Keeley goes between the circles to reset the offense. Pass to the left side to Farrar Laws. Back to Custard at the top of the key. Custard to the right elbow. Stops. Dumps it down low. Ball knocked away. Loose ball, though, is going to be picked up by Farrar Laws. Her shot is no good, and the rebound is ripped down by Long. Here we go into the front court with the Knights, still no score. 5:50 left to go in the first quarter. Hamilton gets it to the foul line to West. West over on the far side to Reynolds. Reynolds back on a wing. Will find Hamilton. Hamilton drives, gets the ball on the baseline to West. Her 10-footer is no good. And now on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on the Knights. Beyond Hamilton, that'll be Hamilton's first. For over 70 years, Weber's Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department. Across the timeline comes Custard. Gets it on the wing to Banks. Back to Custard up top. Keeley gets the ball to the right side to Farrar Laws. Skip pass to Banks on the far side. Banks on a backdoor cut finds Farrar Laws, but she cannot make the shot. However, the ball was last touched as it went out of bounds by the Knights. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Farrar Laws. Farrar Laws gets the ball to Williams. Williams on the baseline to the wing to Custard. Custard moves to the top of the key where she'll go inside the center circle now and reset the offense. Pass to the right side to Banks. Banks on the baseline to Farrar Laws to Williams. Williams back in the corner to Banks for a three. Short. Rebound is hauled in this time by the Knights. Here the shot put up, no good by Avalez, but she gets her own offensive rebound and spins it back out top. With the basketball on the left side once again is Avalez. Avalez goes baseline, dropped the ball, but they're going to say it was last touched by the Fillies. Avalez will inbounds the ball from her own baseline. Still no score. 4:42 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball, Avalez gets it into the hands. Number 12, that's Reynolds. Her shot's no good, but we're going to have a foul called on Harrison County. It's going to be assessed to Custard. That'll be Keeley's first. From her own baseline, trigger the inbounds pass will be Avalez. Avalez looking, gets it down underneath the basket to West. Her shot's no good. Rebound being fought for, and finally Williams will come away with it. But then she makes an errant throw. Trying to save it was Custard, but in front of her own bench was standing on the sideline. So give the ball back to the Lady Knights. And we said this would be a low-scoring game, and so far, no score. We've played half of the first quarter. Trying to inbounds the ball is Hamilton. And we're going to have a foul on Williams trying to steal the ball away from Long. That'll be Williams' second personal foul, and we'll get Marley Toll off the bench. Marley Toll checking in, a 5'9" senior, averaging a half a point a game. From in front of the Harrison bench, inbounding the ball will be Hamilton. Hamilton gets the ball to Avilés, who will get it to the top of the key to set the offense. Avilés to the right side now inside the arc, goes to the block, cut off down low by Hicks, though. She'll pass it out to Reynolds. Here's a shot put up no good from about 10 feet away. And the rebound is going to be pulled in by Long. Here's a shot by Custard, no good. And they're going to say it was last touched by the Knights. So Harrison County will have possession. Custard will get the ball to Banks, who will bring the ball down the floor this time around. Banks to the left side to Hicks. Hicks in the paint to Toll. Up top finds Banks for an open three. Off the flange, no good. And down with the rebound is Long. Her fourth rebound of this first quarter. Into the front court with the basketball. Quickly come the Lady Knights. Top of the key, Long spins around, looking for someone to pass to. Finds Hamilton on the near side. Hamilton nearly lost the ball, but the loose ball goes into the hands of Avilés. Her shot's no good because there's a travel first. So give the ball back to Harrison County. 3 turnovers for Catholic, 2 for Harrison in the early going. Cynthia and Hardee's want you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Farrar Laws to the top of the key to Banks. Back to Farrar Laws on the far wing. Gets it on the baseline to Hicks. Hicks double teamed, trying to find a way out of there, and we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow will keep the ball in the hands of Harrison County. Back in for Catholic, or in for Catholic for the first time, Alex Hodgkins. Hodgkins, a senior, averaging a half a point a game. From her own baseline, Farrar Laws to the wing to Custard for 3. A little bit short that time. Long rebound, chased down by Custard. She'll bring it back up top. Gets to the left elbow, bounce pass on the baseline to Hicks. Her 15-footer is no good. Opposite side rebound picked up by Custard. Here's a pass up top to Banks for a 3. No good off to the right. And with the rebound are the Lady Knights. Up the floor and into the front court. A shot put up from point-blank range and good by Avilés to break the 0-0 tie. Lexington up on the runner by Avilés with 2:38 left to go in the first quarter. With the basketball in the paint. This time is Farrar Laws. Shot missed. Rebound pulled down by McFadden. Olivia McFadden, who's in the game. Olivia McFadden, a freshman, averaging a point a game. In the game for Harrison County, checking in, Risa Heimlich. Heimlich, a 5'8" senior, averaging 0.8 points a game. Inbounds pass will come into the hands of a wide open Avilés, who banks it in. Avilés banks in the tray, and that'll make the score 5-0. All 5 points being scored so far by Avilés. Heimlich with the basketball down on the block finds Toll. Toll has the ball knocked out of her hands and out of bounds. Harrison will maintain possession. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. Keely Custer gets the inbounds pass, goes underneath the basket, but misses the shot with the rebound brought down by Long. Harrison County can't buy one right now, but only trail 5-0. 1:48 left to go in the first quarter. Over on the right side, West gets it down on the baseline to Reynolds. Her shot is no good, and Heimlich will come up with the rebound. Up the floor come the Fillies. It's top of the key. Hicks spins around, gets the ball to Heimlich. Back to Hicks, who moves to the foul line. Jump shot from there is off the mark, and the rebound is pulled down by Hodgkins. Leading 5-0, Catholic with the basketball. Across the timeline comes Avilés. Avilés gets it in front of the stable to West, who is standing on the sideline. So on the turnover, give the ball back. Quick timeout called by the Fillies as Coach Watson not real pleased with his team's output so far. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter, and the Fillies trail 5-0 on a deuce and a tray by Peyton Avilés. Well, do you have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Appreciate all the folks coming out for tonight's game to support either the Fillies or the Lady Knights, who have brought down quite a few people from Lexington. Out of the timeout, Harrison County will have the basketball, trailing 5-0. In fact, that second tray by Avilés was a banker. Let me write that down. With the basketball into the front court comes Custard. Lobs it to Hicks in the paint to Toll. Marley backs up her defender, fires one up. It's no good, but she's fouled. And will go to the line for two. Foul is going to be called on Long. That will be Adley Long's first. Toll at the line for the first time tonight on the year, 0 for 2. Trying to get that goose egg off the scoreboard. With 1:03 left to go in the first quarter, her first free throw is on the way and rims out. She'll have another shot at it. But first, Reynolds will check back into the ball game. Hamilton will take a seat, or make that, rather, Avilés will have a seat. Second free throw for Toll upcoming. Well, a couple of Knights got into the lane a little bit too quickly, so Toll will get another shot at it. So almost the old NBA 3 to make 2 rule. Toll eyes the bucket. And her second free throw try is also no good. And trying to chase down the rebound was McFadden, but she was standing on the end line. So a turnover will give the ball to Harrison County. Coming in the game for Harrison was May Heimlich. Here the shot put up by Banks. It's an air ball. Rebound pulled in by the Lady Knights. In the front court with the basketball are the Knights. Here's a pass to the right wing for West. West dribbles up to the top of the key. 42 seconds left to go in this first quarter of play. At the top of the key once again. And moving down the lane, it'll be Reynolds. Her shot's no good, but getting the rebound was Long. Here's a pass inside to May Heimlich. May Heimlich, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 2.7, but she's going to be tied up. Possession arrow will give the ball to Harrison County. Well, nope, they must have said it was out of bounds on Harrison. On Harrison. Here's a three from the corner, good by McFadden. So McFadden buries a tray and puts her team up 8-0. Into the front court with the basketball with 14 seconds left are the Fillies. Banks has it in the paint. Scoop shot off the glass is no good. And on the rebound, Risa Heimlich grabbed it. And we're going to have a foul call on the Lady Knights. 1.6 seconds left. Checking in will be Toll. Also coming back in the game will be Farrar Laws for this inbounds play with a second and a half left. Farrar Laws from her own baseline to trigger it. Looking, gets it underneath the basket to Toll. Her shot's no good, but before the horn can sound, we're going to have a foul called. It's going to be on West. It'll be her first. Back to the line goes Toll. She's 0 for 2. First free throw with 0.4 seconds on the clock is going to bounce off. Second free throw upcoming to try to dent this 8-point deficit they find themselves in. Lexington Catholic, a couple of trays and a deuce. Second free throw by Toll is going to be good, and the Fillies are on the scoreboard. And I would imagine that the Lady Knights will just inbounds the ball with 0.4 seconds left. Not a whole lot you can do. And the inbounds pass comes, and that's it. So at the end of one, your score, Lexington Catholic 8 and Harrison County 1. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors. Someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Find themselves down 8-1. The Phillies 0 for 15 from the floor in the first half. Lexington Catholic 3 for 13. So neither team shooting all that great. Harrison County had 2 turnovers while Lexington Catholic had 5. And Adley Long, despite not scoring any points, has 6 rebounds for her Lady Knights. Marley Toll with the only point for Harrison County, a free throw with just about no time left in the first quarter. Harrison County will have the ball to begin the second. Up top, Custer to the right side. She'll find Farrar Laws. Back to Banks, back to Farrar Laws, who lays it up and good. Nice give and go that time between Banks and Farrar Laws. Harrison County is on the scoreboard. 8-3. Up the floor and into the front court come the Lady Knights. With the basketball now inside the arc on the left side is Reynolds. She'll get it back up top to McFadden. Here's a pass inside, stolen by Banks. Banks waits on the rest of her team wisely. Now dribbles into the paint. A runner is put up a little bit too hard off of the glass, and Adley Long will bring down another rebound. Into the front court with the basketball come the Lady Knights. Hodkins in the corner, a 3 fired up by Hodkins is no good, and Farrar Laws will get the rebound. Here's kind of the front court now. A steal by Catholic as they picked it off from behind. And now as the stealer, which was Hodkins, goes to the ground, she's going to be tied up. Hamilton makes that Avilés back in the game for the Knights. Also checking back in is Hamilton. Full court pressure being applied by the Phillies. Inbounds pass comes to the Lady Knights. That's Avilés. Avilés up the floor and into the front court. She gets it on the baseline now to Hamilton. Hamilton over on the far side on a skip pass. Here's a pass inside, knocked away, and we're going to have another jump ball. This time Harrison County will get possession. Coming in will be Marley Toll for Harrison County. As May Heimlich will check out. Banks will bring the ball up and into the front court. Across the timeline, now stops, gets to the top of the key to Hicks. Hicks turns around for a 3 off the flange, and down with the rebound is Reynolds. In the front court come the Knights. Here's a floater inside to Avilés from the blocker. Shot's going to be short. Rebound, though, picked up by Reynolds, who puts it up and in. Makes that Adley Long. Adley Long with the bucket. Makes the score 10-3 on the putback. Adley Long. 6 minutes exactly left to go in the first half. With the basketball now is Hicks, and as she dribbles out of a double team, she's going to be fouled by McFadden. That'll be McFadden's first personal foul. Back in the game, May Heimlich returns for Harrison County. Also checking back in, Mary Walker West for Lexington Catholic. Both teams 1-3 on the early season. From her own baseline, Farrar Laws lobs it to Custard at the elbow extended. A runner by Keeley is off to the right, and coming down with the rebound will be Avilés. Phillies have now missed their first 18 shots in a row. In front of the stable, a pass in the paint to West. Her 10-footer is good. First points of the game for Walker West, and the Knights now lead 12-3 on that runner. by Walker West. And now a shot put up by Harrison County is no good. Rebound by Avilés. And now the ball stolen away by Harrison County. Back and forth we go. Custard with the basketball in the paint. A floater is going to be short. There'll be a foul on the Knights as well. Going to the line will be Custard. Keeley's first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Making 79% of her free throws this year. With her team down 12-3, her first free throw is good, and that's Keeley's first point of the night. Coming in for the first time for Catholic is Chloe Portwood. Portwood, a sophomore who has yet to score this year. So 12-4, 5:10 on the clock. Second free throw is no good, and Avilés comes down with the rebound. Into the front court come the Lady Knights. Portwood has the ball taken away from her by Banks. Banks 1-on-3, has the ball back tapped away from behind. Harrison County will maintain possession. If you have a big group to feed, the Beast Pizza, great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. Now a steal by the Knights. Up the floor quickly to the basket goes Reynolds. Her shot will roll in there good. And Harrison County needs a timeout. Let's see if it's a 30 or a full. It's going to be a full timeout. 4:49 left to go in the first half. Your score, Lexington Catholic 14, Harrison County 4. You're listening to Philly basketball on WCYN Sports.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
All right, the Phillies down 14-4. Having a real difficult time on offense tonight, but still time to turn it around. We got to make some baskets, though. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now, Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 to learn more about it. Custard will bring the ball to the front court. Gets to the left side to Banks, to the foul line to Hicks, to the right side to Farrar Laws. On the baseline finds May Heimlich. Back on the wing to Farrar Laws. Skip past to Banks at the top of the key. She'll get it on the baseline to May Heimlich. Back to Banks. Banks back to Heimlich. Puts around up a 10-footer. It's no good. And the rebound is pulled in by Avilés. In the front court, the Lady Knights with the basketball. Avilés drives in the paint. A runner is going to be missed. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul called on the Lady Knights. Back in the game, Adley Long returns. Long's 2 points and 8 rebounds. Also, Risa Heimlich back in for Harrison County. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Breds and Phillies. Up the floor into the front court comes Custard. Lobs the ball to the left side to Risa for a 3. Air ball. Trying to save the ball, and is saving the ball, will be Lauren Hicks. But then the ball taken away by the Lady Knights. Walking the ball up the floor will be Avilés. Her team up by 10 points. Lob to the top of the key to West. West dribbles over to the right side in front of the stable and gives the ball off. Now a pass down low to Hamilton. Hamilton tries a baseline pass. It's knocked away, and the loose ball is going to be picked up by Custard. Into the front court come the Phillies. A runner is good by Custard. It's her first field goal of the night. Gets her team back to it in 8. at 14-6. She has a nice little runner. 3:26 left to go in the first half. Ball knocked out of bounds by Farrar Laws. The Knights will maintain possession. From the hash mark, just to the left of the scorer's table, Avilés gets the ball in the backcourt to Reynolds. Reynolds goes down to the baseline, and trying to steal the ball away was Farrar Laws, but she was unsuccessful. That'll be the first foul for Farrar Laws in the game. 3:17 left to go in the first half of this quarterfinal round game in the Class 2A Section 5 tournament from the Hilltop. Here's a lob over the head almost of Reynolds. She's able to chase it down, and she'll get it back into the front court. A pass is going to be caught by Avilés, but a foul is going to be on Farrar Laws. So Farrar Laws, a couple of fouls within about 20 seconds of each other. Inbound the ball will be Avilés. Gets it in the backcourt to Reynolds. Reynolds passes over in front of the stable to Hamilton. Hamilton drives to the foul line. Ball knocked away and stolen by Hicks. Nice defense. Hicks gets the ball to Banks to Custard. Custard goes baseline. A runner is no good, but she's going to be fouled by Adelie Long. It'll be Adelie Long's second personal, sending Custard back to the line where she's 1 for 2. Came in averaging a team high 13.8. Right now has just 3 with 2:56 left to go in the first half. First free throw by Keeley is in and out, no good. Coming in for Harrison County for the first time is Nia Marks. Marks, a 5'6" junior, averaging a point a game. Hodgkins will return to the floor for Lexington Catholic. Custard's second free throw is on the way and good. So she makes 1 out of 2. Gets her team back to within 7 at 14-7. Coming up the floor with the basketball come the Knights. Here's a pass over to the far side. Good on the shot. Avilés, her 7th point, puts her team back up by 9, 16-7. 2:28 on the clock. Now, as Marks tries to go to the basket, she's going to be fouled. Just a common foul, they're going to say. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was out of bounds on Harrison County. Missed that one. Full court pressure being applied by the Fillies. Inbounds pass comes to Reynolds. Reynolds gets it back to Avilés, who will bring it into the front court. Avilés to the left side to Reynolds. Reynolds moves it to the top of the key. A pass over to the far hash mark to Hodgkins. She'll get it in the paint to Reynolds. Reynolds gives it back, and a three-pointer is no good, and the rebound is pulled down by Avilés. Her putback is no good, but she's going to be fouled. Avilés, first trip to the line tonight on the year, where she misses the first one. She's now 4 for 21 on the year from the charity stripe. She'll have a second free throw. It's on the way and off the flange, no good. Rebound pulled down by Harrison County's Custard. Into the front court come the Fillies. Left side Banks to the foul line to Hicks. To the right side to Risa Heimlich. Risa gets to the top of the key to Custard. Custard, a bounce pass back to this side to Risa Heimlich for 3. Barely grazed the rim, but the rebound is pulled down by Hicks. She'll fan it back out. A long 3 once again is no good. And this time coming away with the rebound is Hamilton. So up the floor come the Lady Knights, leading 16-7. A minute and a half left to go in the first half. Shot no good. Reynolds' shot is also off the mark, and coming down with the rebound will be Banks. Into the front court with the basketball come the Fillies. Custard up top. Custard drives to the block. Her shot off the glass too hard. Rebound being batted around and finally pulled in by the Lady Knights. Rushing the other way and committing a charge is Hamilton. So a good job by Banks forcing the turnover and giving Hamilton her second personal foul. It's now 12 turnovers for Catholic. Harrison County's turned the ball over just 6 times, but still the Knights lead 16-7 as we approach a minute left to go in the first half. Banks to the foul line to Hicks to the right side to Custard for 3. Count it down. Our first Joe Cochran State Insurance three-pointer comes off the hand of Custard, who will get her team back to within 6 at 16-10. With 47 seconds left to go in the half. Here's a 10-footer put up and good by Hamilton. Hamilton's 4th point puts her team back up 18-10. In the front court with the basketball come the Fillies. Needing a bucket, but we throw it away instead. Up the floor and to the other side. A shot missed by Hodgkins. Second shot is missed by Hamilton. Then the ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Fillies. Coming back in will be McFadden for the final 20 seconds of this first half. 18-10, Knights lead. From her own baseline, trigger the inbounds pass will be Avilés. Avilés looking, lobs it to Reynolds. Reynolds being double teamed, forces up a shot, no good. Rebound picked up and put back in by Avilés, and she'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. So Avilés makes it a 20-10 game with 15 seconds left. And as we said before, she's 0 for 2 from the line. Free throw banks in there. Gosh, they're starting to make everything now. Gives the Lady Knights their biggest lead at 21-10. Phillies have some time. There's only 13 seconds left. Across timeline comes Banks. Banks to the right side. In the game now, Grace George, a sophomore. Custard drives, cut off on the baseline. A baseline pass is going to be knocked out of bounds by the Lady Knights with 2.3 seconds left on the clock. Marley Toll will check back in for Harrison County, replacing Marks for this final play. From her own baseline, Farrar Laws will trigger the inbounds pass. Farrar Laws looking, gets it on the wing to Banks for a 3. It's an air ball, and that is the way the first half will end with your score. Lexington Catholic 21, Harrison County 10. It's been a rough first half for Harrison County, but still pretty much in it still. If we can get on a little bit of a roll, down by just 11. We invite you to stay tuned now for our halftime show, brought to you by Joe Cochran out at State Farm. We'll go over all the scoring and stats from this first half of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament here at the Hilltop. But once again, your halftime score, Lexington Catholic 21, Harrison County 10. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations, you're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah, Wayne's fine too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small-town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Jones Financial Advisor.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Leading to this big deficit, but are able to stay in the game because of a multiple number of turnovers by Catholic. Take a look at the individual scoring here in the first half for Catholic. They're led by Peyton Avilés, who has 10 points here at the break. 4 points were scored by Allie Hamilton. A couple of points, a three-pointer by Olivia McFadden off the bench. And 2 points as well for Harper Reynolds, Adelie Long, and Mary Walker West. Also getting into the game but not scoring were Alex Hodgkins, Grace George, and Chloe Portwood. For the Fillies, Keely Custard leads the way with 7 points with a three-pointer included. All 7 of those points came in the second quarter. And after that, it gets real low real fast. Naomi Farrar-Laws has a deuce, and Marley Toll has a free throw to account for Harrison County's points here in the first half. Also playing but not scoring, Alyssa Williams, Kaylee Banks, Lauren Hicks, Risa Heimlich, May Heimlich, and Nia Marks. That's the way the individual numbers look. We'll take a break and come back and give you the team stats right after this. Once again, your halftime score: Lexington Catholic 21, Harrison County 10. You're listening to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Joe Cochran at State Farm on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Particularly helpful with keeping energy.
Hi, this is we're here to help.
All right, back here at the Hilltop. 21-10 your score in favor of the visitors from Lexington, the Lady Knights of Lexington Catholic, who have controlled things pretty well here in the first half as they have built what is a 11-point lead like round at 21-10. Taking a look at the team stats here in the first half. As you expect, Harrison County did not shoot very well. In fact, the Fillies were 3 for 32 from the floor. That's 9.3%. Fillies jacked up 13 three-point tries and made just one. Meanwhile, Catholic didn't didn't shoot all that poorly. 10 out of 24 for 41.7%. This is from a team that going into the game this year had only been shooting 22%, so pretty far above that. They attempted 4 trays and made a couple of them. From the free throw line, Harrison County struggled as well, 3 for 8 for 37.5%, while Catholic was 1 for 3 for 33.3%. Turnovers, Harrison turned the ball over 7 times compared to 12 for the Lady Knights. And Lexington Catholic out-rebounds Harrison County 26-14. 9 offensive and 17 defensive rebounds for Lexington Catholic. They were led in that stat by Aviles's 7. Meanwhile, for Harrison County, 6 offensive and 8 defensive boards. They were led by Lauren Hicks, who has 4 boards here at the break. So the number's not that pretty, but still time to catch up and try to pick up their second win of the season. But we're going to have to make some baskets better than the 3 for 32 pace. Once again, your halftime score: Lexington Catholic 21, Harrison County 10. You've been listening to the Halftime Show, brought to you by Joe Cochran at State Farm on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
Rabbits, horses, or cattle. Your local Southern.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Than you realize. Learn. For SIPC.
Food and daily lunch specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square to enjoy a meal at El Paracoot. The Knights will have the balls to start things off here in the second half. Beechwood, Harrison County's opponent tomorrow. 10 o'clock now for the JV game and 11:30 for the varsity game. Tune in and see if we can win that game. But first things first. With the basketball, a steal right off the bat, but then restolen by Custard. Banks has it right side, a pass in the paint to Williams. Williams back to Banks for a three-point try. Good. There you go. Good pass by Williams. Big basket by Banks. And Harrison County back to within 8 at 21-13. Good shot shooting there by Banks. With the basketball, I have a turnover committed by the Knights. A lot of unforced turnovers by Catholic. So Harrison County down by 8 with the basketball. Cross timeline comes Custard, lobs it to the foul line to Williams, fans the ball to the right side to Banks. On the baseline finds Hicks. Hicks lobs the ball inside, and she's going to be stepping on the end line for a turnover. For over 70 years, Weber Sausage has delivered the best Kentucky flavor to your breakfast table. From the first sizzle to the last bite, it's a taste you can trust. Find them in your favorite meat department in the front court, the Lady Knights Reynolds. Reynolds now almost fell down, but is able to get the ball to West, and West is going to be tied up. Possession error will keep the ball in the Lady Knights' hands. From our own baseline, to trigger the inbounds pass will be Avilés. Avilés looking, gets the ball on the baseline to Reynolds, and now Reynolds on a pass back to Avilés. A foul called on for our Laws, and that'll be 3 on Naomi. Back in the ball game, May Heimlich returns from her own baseline. Avilés lobs the ball to West. West back to Avilés on the wing. Avilés goes baseline, gets it back to West. Her 15-footer is barely going to graze the rim, and the rebound is pulled down by Williams. In the front court we go. With the ball on the right side, Custard long range. Custard back to Banks in the corner. And now Banks trying to pass the ball, has her pass kicked. So the Phillies will maintain possession. From our own baseline, May Heimlich will trigger the inbounds pass. May gets the ball to Hicks. Point blank range shot is good. First points of the game for Hicks. And Harrison County, just like that, is back to within 6 at 21-15 on that layup. 6:27 on the clock. Here's a pass inside. Shot put up by Reynolds, no good, but a foul is going to be called on Williams. That'll be, no, excuse me, they're going to call it on Banks. Banks' first personal foul. Reynolds at the line for the first time tonight on the year, 1 for 9. First free throw is on the way and good. It's her team's first points of the second half and makes the score 22-15. Second free throw, it's also good. She was 1 for 9 this season up until those 2 free throws. 23-15 now your score. In the front court come the Phillies. Up top, Banks for a three-point try. Good! Another Joe Cochran at State Farm three-pointer by Kaylee Banks. Gets her team back to within 5 at 23-18. In the front court with the basketball are the Knights. Here's a point-blank range shot missed. But going to get the long rebound was West. West drops the ball again, and this time it will be stolen. Custard with the basketball in the front court. Gets it to Banks in the corner. Banks thought about the three, now fires away off the front of the rim this time, but coming down with the rebound was Hicks. Lauren gets it back to Custard, who will reset the offense. Goes to the foul line, stops, lobs it to Banks in the corner for a three. No good off the flange again, but once again, the Phillies are able to get the offensive rebound. That was Williams. Here's a three put up, no good, and getting the rebound is Banks. Her putback is no good, but she's fouled. So Banks coming alive here in the third quarter. That's a foul on Adley Long. We'll send Banks to the line. Banks 1 for 2 from the charity stripe this season. Phillies trailed by 11 at the half. First free throw by Banks is good. That free toss gets Harrison County back to within 4 at 23-19. At the 5:18 mark. Her second free throw is no good, and West will come down with the rebound. In the front court with the Lady Knights, that's West still with the ball. Being harassed by Custard defensively. Now a 5-second call, or did they get the timeout first? Looks like the timeout was called prior to the infraction. Just a 30-second timeout call, so we'll keep it right here. But the Phillies starting to play very well here in the second half with 5:04 left to go. They have taken an 11-point deficit and moved it down to just 4 at 23-19. Cynthiana Hardee's wants you to visit them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner on US 27 South. They've got the best burgers in town. That's at Hardee's in Cynthiana. Along with the Fillies playing their next game tomorrow morning up at Beechwood, the Thoroughbreds, they're off for a little while until Monday when they'll head to Augusta. There'll just be one game in Augusta. That game will start at 6 o'clock. Of course, we'll have all the action for you right here on WCYN. Now the timeout. Avilés will inbounds the ball. Gets it into the backcourt to Reynolds. Reynolds pushes off, no call. Now gets the ball over on the far side and stolen by Banks. Banks getting it all done here in the third quarter. She'll get the ball to Custard at the top of the key. Keeley circles back around to inside the center circle before passing it to Banks on the far side. Banks to the left side to Hicks. Hicks to the foul line to Custard. Custard, a hook shot. Oh, way off the mark, no good. Rebound by Williams. Her putback is no good, but she's fouled. And Alyssa will be going to the line for two. That foul was on Adley Long. Let's see. Williams on the year, 6 for 10. 60%. Looking for her first point of the night, keeping averaging 3. First free throw by the junior is good. Checking back in for Catholic will be McFadden. The score goes to 23-20. Second free throw on the way, and that one is good as well. So with 4:40 on the clock, Harrison County has drawn back to within a couple at 23-21. With the basketball coming up the floor will be Avilés. Avilés met by Hicks defensively in between the circles. She'll pass to the left side, long range to McFadden. McFadden looks, gets to the left side, long range to Avilés. Avilés lobs the ball in the paint to West. West drives, now picks up the dribble in front of her own bench. She's in trouble, but she is able to get the ball away to Reynolds, who will get the ball in turn to Avilés. Avilés back to West, lobs the ball to the near side, a pass back to the elbow, extended to McFadden, who almost threw it away. Avilés tries a pass inside, knocked away, loose ball on the floor, chased down at the top of the key by Avilés. Her three is way off the mark, no good. And down with the rebound was McFadden. With the basketball inside, ball's loose. West and Custard go to the floor after that loose ball. And now a tie-up is called, and the possession arrow faces Harrison County's way. They trailed 21-10 at the half, but right now the Fillies on an 11-2 run. And have a chance to either tie the score for the first time tonight or take the lead. Banks with the basketball across the timeline. She's got 7 of her team's points here in the third. Banks lobs the ball in the paint to Custard, lobs it to Williams, to the basket, put it in. Give the assist that time to Custard, the points to Williams, and Harrison County has tied the score at 23-23. 3:13 on the clock, and now a steal by Harrison County again. Banks to Hicks, to the basket, misses the shot. Rebound pulled down this time by Avilés. And now we're going to... Technical foul called on Coach Watson. Well, he got a warning and then just kept going. So, see who the Knights send to the free throw line. It's going to be Hodgkins. Hodgkins on the year from the free throw line. This is her first free throw attempt of the season. First free throw is going to drop in there. Puts the Lady Knights back out in front. 24-23. Second free throw upcoming is on the way and bounces off. So she makes one of 2 to give her team the lead back at 24-23 with 3 minutes left to go. And the Lady Knights have the ball as well. Lob comes into Hamilton. He's back in the game. Hamilton guarded by Banks. Banks almost dead. Banks did steal it. Good job by Kaylee to keep up with it. And now she's going to be pushed from behind by McFadden, and that'll be McFadden's second personal foul. I tell you what, Kaylee Banks has come to play here in the second half. Must have lit a fire under her in the locker room. She'll inbounds the ball from the hash mark just across the way from us near the stable. Gets it inbounds to Custard. Custard on the wing. Her team down by one. Bumped pretty good by Hamilton. No call. Gets the ball to Banks. Banks will bit between the circles to the left side to May Heimlich. Back to Banks again. Banks lobs the ball down low to Williams, who puts it up but misses the shot. And on the rebound, a little scuffle. His body's hit the floor. And we're going to have a foul assessed on Harrison County's Hicks. That'll be Hicks's first. So up by one with 2:34 left to go in the third. Lexington Catholic with the ball. Across the timeline comes Avilés. Avilés between the circles, moves to the left side, almost traveled and did travel. I thought she drugged that pivot foot, but the whistle, although late, eventually did come. So give the ball back to the Fillies with a chance to take their first lead of the game. Remember, they trailed by as many as 11 at the half. Back in the game, Harper Reynolds, the 8th grader, returns for Catholic. The live YouTube broadcast of this game is proudly brought to you by Kentucky Farm Bureau and Farm Credit Mid-America. Visit youtube.com/WCYN Sports. In the front court, Hicks gets the ball to Williams. Williams on the baseline to May Heimlich. 10-footer good. Give the assist to Williams. May Heimlich's first points of the night. And Harrison County has taken the lead at 25-24. Now on the front court, we're going to have a foul called on Harrison County. 2:04 left to go. Going to the line will be McFadden. See, McFadden on the year is 2 for 4. Make her 2 for 5 as she missed that first one. Second free throw upcoming to try to tie the score is good for her 4th point. Her second tie of the game, 25-25. Just a couple of minutes left to go here in the third. With the basketball in the paint, a drive by Banks is no good, but May Heimlich is there for the offensive rebound. Hicks gets the ball in the paint to Banks, down to Williams. Williams can't control it, goes out of bounds. Give the ball back to the Lady Knights. Only the second turnover for the Fillies here in the second half. With a minute and a half left to go in the third and a tie score, Lexington Catholic has the ball. You're listening to Class 2A Section 5 tournament action. With the basketball, we got 10 seconds. Great defense by Custard. And Reynolds was unable to get the ball across the timeline in time. At now 18 turnovers on the night for Catholic. Harrison County has half that many. Banks will inbounds the ball. Gets to Custard in the backcourt. Keeley walks the ball back across the timeline and gets to Banks inside the center circle. Banks to Custard at the top of the key, to the right side to Hicks. Hicks dumps the ball down low to Williams. Williams backs up her defender and lays it up and in. Nice move that time by Alyssa. And Harrison County goes back out on top, 27-25. Into the front court with the basketball come the Fillies with under a minute to go. Here in the third, here's a lob down low to West. Puts up a shot, no good, but she's fouled. Will go to the line. Her team trailing 27-25. Foul's going to be on Banks. That'll be Banks' second personal foul. West at the line for the first time tonight on the year, 2 for 7. And free throw tries. Her first try is no good. Also, Risa Heimlich will check back in for Harrison County's Banks. Banks getting a well-deserved rest for the final minute of this third quarter. Second free throw for West to get her team to within 1 is also no good. Long rebound pulled in by Custard. Let's see if the Fillies go for the last shot of the quarter. Custard will walk the ball into the front court, directing traffic as she goes. She'll get it between the circles to Hicks. Hicks in the paint to Williams. In the corner finds Risa. She'll get it back to Hicks on the wing. Hicks down low to Williams. Backs up her defender. Half hook shot. No good off the mark. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul call on Harrison County. It's going to be on Williams. It'll be Alyssa's third personal. So give the ball back to the Lady Knights with 30 seconds left to go in the half. They trail, or in the third, I should say. Oh, that was our fifth foul. So West back to the line. West 0 for 2 from the charity stripe. Both attempts coming within the last minute. First free throw for the senior is no good. She'll have another. 4 for. Second free throw is no good either. Rebound pulled down by May Heimlich. The Lady Knights are now 4 for 10 from the charity stripe here in the second half. Harrison County up by 2, 20 seconds left. Custard over to the far side to Risa Heimlich. Down low to Williams. Williams backs up her defender, puts one up, no good. And we're going to have a tie-up on the rebound with a possession arrow facing the way of the Lady Knights. 11 seconds left to go. They'll have to go the length of the floor. Reynolds makes that long, checks back in for Catholic. Harrison County will put together some 2-2-1 3/4 court pressure to slow the Lady Knights down from coming up the floor. Avilés in the front court tries a pass to McFadden. It's off of her hands and out of bounds. Turnovers are killing Catholic tonight. Banks will check back in. 5 seconds left to go here in the third. Fillies trying to extend their lead. They were behind by 11 at the half. Custard gets the ball to Banks. Banks to the top of the key, does not get off a shot. So at the end of 3-year score, Harrison County 27, Lexington Catholic 25. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Congratulations. You're officially an agent.
Sweet. I get one of those cool agent names, right? Like Viper or Shadow?
Well, Wayne, we're thinking you go by Wayne?
Oh, yeah. Wayne's fine, too.
With Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, there's an agent in every county who's involved in the community, which means you'll know your agent by name. In this case, Wayne.
I got it. What about 006?
Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And Mom and Dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars. I believe in always finding a way to do what you love. I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
The Class 2A Section 5 tournament right now, the Fillies are up 27-25 as they outscore the Lady Knights in that third quarter, 17-4. So let's keep up the good work, girls. Put this one away and move on to the quarterfinals of this tournament, or semifinals of this tournament. Custard with the basketball as the Fillies have the ball first. She'll get it to May Heimlich, back to Custard. Custard to the right side to Hicks, in the paint to Banks. Banks back to Hicks, left side. Pass down low to Williams. Her shot put up and no good. Tap around and finally knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Lady Knights. So Harrison County will maintain possession. You have a big group to feed? The Beast Pizza is great for birthdays and parties. Just dial 235-7627 right now. That's 235-SNAP. From her own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be May Heimlich. Gets it to Banks in the corner for a three. It's an air ball. Offside rebound pulled in by Avilés, and here we head the other direction. Avilés up top, gets it to the near sideline to Reynolds. Reynolds goes between the circles where she'll find West, who spins around for a three-point try, which is off the mark. And the rebound picked up by Williams. In the front court come the Fillies. Custard breaks a double team, and as she does, she's going to be fouled. Foul's going to be on McFadden. That'll be McFadden's third personal foul. And the Fillies will be taking it out. In the game, Hamilton returns now for Lexington Catholic. Inbounding the ball will be May Heimlich. May gets it in the corner to Custard. Custard drives into the paint, puts up a runner. It's no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line for 2. Another foul on McFadden. That's 2 straight for her. Custard to the line where she is 2 out of 4. 7 points altogether. Did not score in that third quarter. First one's on the way and good. Extends Harrison County's lead to 3 at 28-25. Second free throw with 7:16 on the clock is also good. Harrison County for the first time tonight ahead by 2 possessions. Catholic with the ball in the front court. Hamilton looking to pass it somewhere. Dribbles to the baseline, cut off by Williams. Now gets it back out top, stolen this time by Hicks. In the front court, racing to the basket, but missing the layup is Banks. And the rebound is pulled in by Avilés, who almost turned it over. In fact, she did turn it over. Now we're going to have a timeout called by Catholic. We'll take it as well. 6:55 left to go, your score. Harrison County 29, Lexington Catholic 25. You're listening to Philly Basketball on WCYN Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau agents wear a lot of hats. They're coaches, volunteers, church members, neighbors, someone who's there when you need them, especially when you need them most. That may be a lot of hats, but they're all the perfect fit. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
At Farm Credit Mid-America, we're here to make rural dreams a reality. Whether it's financing your farm, expanding your agribusiness, or building your country homes, we've been proudly supporting farmers and rural families for over a century. As a customer-owned cooperative, we don't just offer loans and insurance, we invest in your success. Call Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 or visit fcma.com today. Farm Credit Mid-America, financing rural America's dreams.
All the way back from an 11-point deficit at the half, and now lead by 4 and have the ball with less than 7 minutes left to go. Custard gets it to the left wing to May Heimlich, to the elbow to Banks, back to May on the left side for 3. Count it down! A Joe Cochran three-pointer buried by May Heimlich, and Harrison County is up now by a score of 32-25. And now we're going to have a foul called on the Fillies. Reaching in to try to get a steal. That was Hicks. That'll be Lauren's second personal foul. Checking back in will be Reynolds for Catholic. Well, they've been here for Farmers since 1916, and they're here for you now, Farm Credit Mid-America. Contact Michael Furnish at 859-254-2741 and learn more. Inbounds pass stolen this time by Custard. To the basket, layup good. Keeley now with double figures with 11 points. Puts Harrison County up 34-25. 6:22 left to go. In the front court, on the right side, long range is Hamilton. Hamilton has the ball back tapped away from behind. Bodies hit the floor. Williams comes up with a loose ball and gets it to Custard. Custard up the floor, gets it in the corner to May Heimlich. May stops, spins, gets it to Custard in the corner, lobs it down low on the block to Williams. Hook shot put up by Alyssa is no good. And the rebound pulled in by Avilés. She has double digits in rebounds tonight. Going to the basket this time will be West. Her shot is no good, but she's fouled. Foul's going to be assessed to Banks. That'll be her third. And send West back to the line where she's 0 for 4. Has 2 points. At the 5:50 mark, her first free throw is no good. Back in the game, Risa Heimlich returns. Right now, Harrison County on an 11-1 run. Make it 11-2 as West is able to make that free throw. To get her team back to within 8 at 34-26. 41 to go. Now a steal by the Lady Knights. Looks like a walk underneath, but no call as Avilés goes coast to coast to get that big bucket. 34-28 now your score. Foul's going to be called on Reynolds. That'll be her first. Over on the far sideline, inbounding the ball will be Arisa Heimlich. She'll get it to Custard. Harrison County up 34-28. Custard brings the ball to the near side, looking at that 2-3 zone, gets it to Hicks, lobs it to the far side to Arisa in front of the stable, gets it to Williams. Williams takes a dribble, gets it back outside, there's a 3 fired up, and good by Arisa Heimlich. Another Joe Cochran at State Farm 3, as both Heimlich girls are able to pick up the big shot there. Harrison County back up 37-28. 4:52 left to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a pass to the foul line to West. West drives to the basket. Her shot blocked by Williams. What a great block there. And as Custard, who got the rebound, comes up the floor, she's going to be fouled. Boy, she timed that block just perfectly. Checking back in the ball game will be McFadden for Lexington Catholic. 37-28. Harrison leads with 4:43 left. Like a good neighbor, Joe Cochran with State Farm Insurance is there. Are you looking for a new quote? Give Joe a call at 859-234-3813. Joe always supports the Briz and the Fillies. Custer with the basketball up top. Dribbles over to the right side. Gets a pass to Risa Heimlich. Risa in the corner to Hicks on the wing to Custard. Custard will bring the ball back in between the circles to reset the offense. Fires it to the right side to Risa for a 3. Count it down! Risa Heimlich with her second Joe Cochran at State Farm 3-pointer. And the Fillies have taken a 12-point lead at 40-28. And now the loose ball on the floor after a bad pass. And we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow faces the Knights, but still, good hustle by our girls. Wow. We're on fire here from outside the arc, finding those holes in the zone. Inbounding the ball will be Avilés. Gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds dribbles over to the left side, hands it off. Now racing towards the basket is West, but she lost the ball. Loose ball picked up by Harrison County. That's now 12 turnovers in the second half for the Catholic Knights. For Harrison County, they've had 3. May Heimlich to Custard at the top of the key. Custard drives to the left elbow. Her jump shot is good, and she's fouled. And Keeley will have a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play. Good body control that time by the senior. Puts her team up 42-28. With 3:41 left, Harrison County starting to take this game over. Custard is 4 for 6, make her 5 for 7 from the line as she completes the old-fashioned 3-point play, which puts the Thoroughbreds on top, 43-28. Knights with the basketball. Let's see, the Fillies are right now on a 20-1. Yes, a 20-1 run. With the basketball, West on the baseline, and with all the contact that's been going on in this game, they call it touch foul on Risa Heimlich. That'll be Risa's first. A 20-1 run, just 1 point in the last 8 game minutes for the Lady Knights. From our own baseline to trigger the inbounds pass will be Hodgkins. Hodgkins lobs it, gets it to West, or make that Reynolds. Reynolds with an up and under move. Her shot's no good, but a foul's going to be called on Williams. That'll be Alyssa's 4th personal foul. Going to the line will be Reynolds. She's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Has a couple of points. First free throw's on the way and good. That'll stop the 20-1 run. 43-29 though. Harrison County's lead somewhat commanding. Second free throw is no good. And the rebound will come to May Heimlich. Up the floor and into the front court come the Fillies. leading 43 to 29. On the right wing is Custard. Custard brings it back on top to reset inside the center circle as the Phillies look like they're going to chew some clock here. They'll over to the left side. Now a pass in between the circles to Hicks, down on the baseline to Risa. Over on the right side to Custard, long range. Custard spins around and he'll get it back inside the center circle. Just dribbling out the clock, really. Hamilton and her teammate Avilés come to get her. She'll pass it to May Heimlich. May back to Custard, back to May in the corner. May has a three-pointer so far in the game. She'll get the ball to Hicks in front of the stable. Hicks a pass back to the timeline to Custard once again. 2:24 left. Harrison County leading 43 to 29. And now a foul by Avilés. The Phillies trail by 11 at the half. And had gotten there by shooting just 3 for 32, which is picked up here in the second half. Going to the line will be Custard. Keeley is now 5 for 7 from this charity stripe. 3 for 3 here in the fourth quarter, where she has scored 7 of her 14 points altogether. First one's on the way and good. Hamilton checks back in, as does McFadden. Harrison County's lead up to 44 to 29. With 2:20 left in this basketball game. Second free throw for Custard is also good. 16 points, 9 here in the fourth quarter. It was Banks in the third quarter and Custard here in the fourth. 45 to 29. Now a turnover by the Knights. Back in the game, Banks returns. Banks will inbounds the ball in the backcourt with 2:14 left and her team leading by 16. Gosh, it's hard to believe, as poorly as the Phillies played in the first half, how well they played here in the second. Custard races to the paint. Her shot's no good, but she's fouled and will go to the line for 2. Foul's going to be called on West. West's second. So Custard, who is now 5 for 5 from the line here in the fourth quarter, is 7 for 9 altogether. Free throw up and good. As Farrar Laws checks back in. 46 to 29. 2:07 left. Second free throw is no good. Long rebound is going to be picked up by Avilés. Avilés in the front court gets it over to the far side into the hands of Hamilton. Now back to Hodgkins on this side to get the ball to McFadden. A half hook shot's no good. Ball's knocked out of the hands of Reynolds. And they're going to let the Lady Knights keep possession. Marley Toll back in the game now, replacing Williams. 1:49 left. Harrison leading 46 to 29. Looking to inbounds the ball is McFadden. Wide open underneath the West. She'll put it up and in. Kind of lost West that time completely. And that will make it 46 to 31 with 1:37 left on the clock. And now a steal by the Lady Knights in the front court. Left elbow jump shot by Reynolds is no good. Reynolds gets the ball back. Her shot once again is no good. Rebound pulled down. This time by Harrison County's Hicks. And now Coach Watson sees his team getting a little bit rambunctious, so 30-second timeout just to get them all back on the same page, as this game is almost out of hand. 46 to 31, Harrison County leads, and have looked very, very good in the second half after, for whatever reason, a poorly played second half. Or a poorly played first half is a well-played second half. We'll get a talk to Coach about that after the game is over. Harrison County looking for their second win in a row after knocking off the Holmes Lady Bulldogs earlier in the week. And Beechwood on track for tomorrow. From our own baseline, McFadden to trigger the inbounds pass. Lobs it and taken away by Custard. Nice steal that time by Keeley. She'll bring it into the front court against the defense of Avilés. With a minute left to go, Harrison County leads 46-31. In the left corner with the basketball is Hicks, gets it in the paint to Toll. And it'll go out of bounds off of Harrison County's hands. Fillies with 12 turnovers overall on the night, but 26 TOs for Catholic. In the front court, McFadden puts up a three-pointer, good. McFadden with her second tray of the game makes it 46-34. In the front court with 38 seconds left come the Fillies. And now we're going to have a foul call over guarding on Reynolds. It'll be Harper Reynolds' second. At El Paracutan Daily Lunch Specials and the always popular buffet are calling your name. Plan a visit soon to the Harrison Square and enjoy a meal at El Paracutan. Going to the line will be Banks. Banks 1 for 2 from the line, but a couple of big threes in the third quarter by her. Really got the Fillies going. First one's on the way and off to the right. Coming in for Catholic will be Portwood. She saw some action in the first half. Second free throw upcoming for Banks, who's made 3 over her season's average of 4.8. Up, and this one is good to give her an even 8 on the night. 47-34. In the front court with the basketball, a steal by Harrison County. With the ball is Banks. She'll get it back to Custard. Custard, double team, dribbles out of it, goes baseline with 16 seconds left. Harrison County up by a baker's dozen, and it appears as though the Fillies will be advancing to the semifinals of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament as the Lady Knights let the clock wind down, and the Harrison County Fillies win by a final score of 47-34. Fillies coming alive in the second half of this game, going on at one time a 20-1 run to just completely put away the Lady Knights, who had things kind of figured out in the first half, but in the second half, all of a sudden the turnovers on top of turnovers really were the big reason that Harrison County was able to come away with a 13-point win and improve to 2-3 overall on the year, as well as move on to the semifinals of the Class 2A Section 5 tournament, which will not be held until January the 8th, so a little time between now and the time we play those semifinals. Good game. Good game. We invite you to join us now for our post-game show. We'll go over all the scoring and stats and also have a chat with Coach Watson. We'll also name our Judy Construction Company player of the game. All that coming up after this timeout. But once again, from here on the Hilltop, your final score, Harrison County 47, Lexington Catholic 34. You've been listening to Philly Basketball on